Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday around 7 at night. I have worked 10 to 6:30. I came home. Thank goodness today was the pizza day because I was able to make it really, really fast and I was starving. So that's already been eaten. And now before the Cowboys start, I'm going to do some meal prep because I picked up a shift from someone for tomorrow. Tomorrow I was supposed to be off and now I'm working. And I didn't have enough food prepped to get me through that day since I wasn't planning on working tomorrow. So we're gonna do a very quick meal prep and then I'll probably turn this into a what I eat in a day while at work. So today me, not super happy about meal prepping. Tomorrow me will be very, very thankful I did it today. So we're gonna make some egg salad. We're going to throw together my favorite yogurt mixture with the fluff and the cheesecake pudding. And I'm going to prep some grapes and cantaloupe because having fruit ready at all times is key to success for me. And I'm also going to probably throw together like a buffalo chicken salad that I'm gonna shove into one of those Joseph pitas. I have one left. So I'm gonna make it like a pita buffalo chicken salad. That's the plan for lunch tomorrow. So first, hard-boiled eggs. You can hard-boil your eggs however you want. I've been experimenting with my Instant Pot because honestly I'm lazy. So let's go do that first. Here you can see I have this like trivet in there to keep my eggs off the bottom to keep them from burning. I'm gonna add a little over a cup of water. Mine has to have at least a cup of water to pressurize. So I'm adding about a 1 1/4 cup. And now we need eggs. What happened to this little guy? I don't know. He had a rough time, I guess. And I load this sucker up. I'm going to make some extra hard-boiled eggs for my husband because he likes them too. I'm probably gonna use 6 for my egg salad. That gets me about 3 servings. All right, lid on, seal. And then I've tried it at 5 minutes and mine were over hard-boiled, so 4 minutes for me seems to be the ticket. Okay, I have, I don't know, about a cup of yogurt here. I'm gonna make 2 servings. My dog's crying because he sees the Cool Whip is out. About a cup, maybe a little over. I'm gonna make 2 servings of my favorite yogurt. So I'm going to do 8 grams of this. If I was making 1 serving, I would do 4 grams because that means it's 0 points. Don't worry, don't panic. We stocked up. We have more. Oh no. Okay, well, we're gonna. It's fine. It's 4 1/2 each. You know, it's fine. Gonna add just a splash of almond milk to help this mix in well, and then 18 grams of the fat-free Ready Whip. Oh, dang. Ta-da. I'm gonna give that some to the dog so he stops crying. Go get it, sister. Thank you, love.
Can I have some?
Yeah. I just put them in little mason jars. All right, 2 days worth of yogurt done. Go ahead and make the dressing, if you will, while the eggs are still cooking. This is just plain Greek yogurt. I'm going to need 1/3 of a cup. And this is 3 servings worth, so. And it's so easy and so tasty, and it's 1 point for the egg salad. I like to put it on English muffin, which you'll see tomorrow, and it's delicious. We need 2 tablespoons of mayo. My tablespoons are in the dishwasher, so 4 of these 1/2 tablespoons. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. half a teaspoon of dill weed. Sprinkling of black pepper. And last but not least, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'm just gonna eyeball it. We're ready for our chopped eggs. Oops, I did it again. My lettuce went bad, but I still want the dressing. Oh, baby, baby. So out of the sad lettuce. And yeah, this will save the day. But this is good stuff. We don't throw this away. I really need to eat that lettuce before it goes bad. Note to self. And I like to take one of these little kits and turn it into 3 portions. So I'm just going to separate this into my 3 little cups. The game is almost starting, y'all. We gotta hurry. Before I throw that bag away, let's go ahead and scan it for my lunch tomorrow. Because this is a 4-serving kit, I'm going to make sure to scan it and say that I'm having 1 1/3 servings to get the accurate count, which is going to turn this into 6 points. And since I have the package out, might as well go ahead and add my pita so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow during lunch. These are really great pitas and they're only 1 point. All right, y'all. Got my lettuce in my little bag. I'm going to be extra because I have these little tiny baggies that like will seal because I used to run a bakery out of my house. I'm going to use these for my goodies. I just feel like being bougie. This is not necessary at all, but you can get these on Amazon if you want. Okay, relatively 1/3. You just pull off the adhesive and then bend it over. And it sticks to itself, and then it's really easy to open the next day. Oh. I'm gonna do that same thing with my cheese, which is a really, really sad amount of cheese. Ta-da! Now I have my pita here. I'm gonna just cut it in half. So tomorrow I'll mix up the salad like I normally eat it, and I'm gonna open my pita and shove my salad in here and then eat it kind of like a sandwich. It's the last one in this little thing, so I'm just gonna throw it back in here and pack that. Save myself a bag. This is just the Tyson's grilled chicken. I basically just warmed it up enough to get it thawed, not enough to really be hot, because I just wanted it thawed enough that I can cut it up. Add my chicken, and that's a 0-point chicken. Add one of my little containers, one of my cheeses and croutons. Add my lettuce and my pita. That is lunch tomorrow. I think it's a 7-point lunch, not too bad. Y'all, Dallas just ordered a touchdown. I need to get in there. Hurry up, come on. Prep my cantaloupe. It's about a cup. Come on. I ain't got time for this. All right. So I'm gonna put most of this like in the fridge in just a container. I can pull it out as I want it. I'm gonna take this little guy to work. So I'm gonna half cantaloupe, half grapes. So for one of my break times, I can have some fruit. I can have some fruit with my lunch as well. And then we have plenty for the house. I'm telling you, keep prepped fruit on hand. You can't say it enough times. Snack, a snack, a snack, a snack, a snack, snack. Snack, a snack. And then I'm gonna put the rest just in little sandwich bags so my family can grab and go. Literally do this all day at work. Just prepping fruit, man. I'm literally a professional. Dallas just got a sack, man. Things are happening and I'm missing it. All right, so I have some for work, 4 for my family, 1 for the football game. This is going in the fridge. My eggs have been sitting in the ice bath. I'm just gonna show you quickly why I like doing it in the Instant Pot. And that's because how quickly I can peel them. Like, that was not sped up. That was real time. That's amazing. He's gonna get a little rinse and then a little chop. I've chopped 6 of the eggs up and now I'm adding it to my dressing I just made, and I'm gonna give it a good mix. I did add a little bit more dill, so I got to the 3/4 of a teaspoon of dill because I really like a dill flavor in my egg salad. I'm just going to store it in this larger container. I can pull out what I need when I need it. So I have my 6 hard-boiled eggs and my 3 servings of egg salad. Meal prep is done. I have a big old glass of water, and I tried that cantaloupe, and it's delicious, so I added some to my grapes. So I'm going to snack on this for the night, and we'll clean up during halftime because we just can't be bothered right now. So I will see you in the morning for a what I eat in a day, and you will see all this again. But I'm also going to do a crock pot meal, so I'm not getting off till 6:30, and I do not want to cook when I get home. So stay tuned for crock pot meal. 3, 2, 1. Good morning. It's the next day. I just got back from dropping off my daughter at school. I have about an hour and 15 minutes before I need to start doing stuff to get ready for work. I am going to start the crock pot before I go, so I want to make sure I have time for that. But first, we're going to have coffee because it's mandatory. In my coffee, I add 2 to 3 tablespoons of this creamer. It's 1 point for that. And I add Ovacetol. I got several questions in the comment section about Ovacetol. This is a form of inositol, which helps regulate your insulin response. Since I'm insulin resistant, since I have PCOS, this is something I'm doing for myself. I highly recommend it if you are insulin resistant. I will leave the link below of how I get this. It is, everywhere else I saw, it's like $80 or $90. It is a 3-month supply, but there is a dietitian I follow on Instagram. She has a link, and I ordered it through her, and it was $70 for 3 months. And it came super fast. It was like within 3 days of ordering it, it was at my house. So hopefully you have a similar experience. I am getting quite low, so I probably need to order, next week I'll probably order another one, just so I have it on hand. But you just take it twice a day. It is flavorless. The thing about this Ovacetol versus just getting something like just a regular inositol like on Amazon, there are 2 types of inositol in this, and they have it in the ratio that is naturally found in your body. So hopefully it is more accepted through your body. So that is what that is. And I had told my husband by the time I got through this, I would know if I thought it was worth buying again, since it is quite expensive at the beginning. And I absolutely will be buying it again. I do think it's helping. Even with the amount of cravings, if you have insulin resistance, you will know how bad the cravings can be whenever your sugar drops, or if you spike it and then drop it. It's a beast. It's a beast. And that is really helping with all of that. It makes it easier to stay on track when you're not fighting those horrible ups and downs of your insulin resistance. So, taking my daughter to school, it is sprinkling and it is 70 degrees outside. To celebrate, I will be burning a fall candle because this has never happened. I say never. It hasn't happened since summer. This has been still upper 80s every day I take her to school, and quickly into the 90s and the 100s. And this week is not going to be in the 100s at all. I'm very excited. So it feels like fall. We like to call it faux fall or false fall because it'll be back in the 90s the week after that. But the 100s might be through. And if you can't celebrate that, what can you celebrate? So this is pumpkin cinnamon bun. I really, really thought about that apple macchiato one. I love that candle. But this said pumpkin in it, so it just felt right in my soul. Anyway, I'm going to go enjoy what I want to watch because tonight's Monday Night Football, and that will be on. I love football. I grew up in Texas, so it's kind of like adapt or be bored from September to February. So I really enjoy football. I have 3 teams I really like. Obviously, got to go for them Cowboys. I would be kicked out of Texas. I also really like the Bengals because of Joe Burrow. My husband and I, we actually saw him win the SEC championship for LSU in Atlanta, Georgia. My husband had to want a trip through work. So that was really cool. So we're going to follow him to whatever team he went to, and he ended up on the Bengals. And I love the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes played literally like across the street. The stadium was across the street from the first house we ever bought outside of Tyler, Texas, in White House. So my daughter actually was a little baby, could hear the announcements when he was playing football. Like we lived there while he was playing football. So that's just really cool. So we were going to follow him as well. And he's killing it. And I need Kelsey to come back because that was really sad. That was a really sad time on Thursday. So anyway, coffee. All right, time for my second cup of coffee and my breakfast. This is one of those light English muffins for 2 points. I just toasted it. And now I'm going to top it with my egg salad. So for both of these and both of my coffees, we're at 5 points. And you'll see a lot of my what I eat in a days recently have been under my points. And that's I don't know how that keeps happening, because I'm telling you, I use my points, y'all. I use all my activities, all my weeklies, and I'm still losing weight. So you'll see that more today. So today me is really thankful for yesterday me. Now I have a hearty breakfast. While I'm already in the kitchen, I'm gonna let those cool for just a minute while I prep my crock pot chicken. I'm going to do one of the Mississippi roasts, but with chicken instead of the beef. So I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of the juice of these pepperoncinis. And to that, I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of water. So I have about a 1/2 cup of liquid here. I do it a little differently than what like recipes call for, because I don't ever top it with butter. And so this is kind of my way of keeping everything moist without it, without having to use the fat of the butter. And I like the way that the flavor of the pepperoncini really infuses whenever you add the juice. So I'm gonna add 1 whole packet of ranch seasoning. And then when I use the chuck roast, like the beef, I like to use the au jus packet. But for the chicken, I'm telling you, this gluten-free brown gravy is so good. I use this just because it's what I had on hands last time, and it's way better than the au jus for the chicken. I just think it complements the flavors a little bit better in my opinion. So that's what I use. And I don't track any of this as points. This is a 0-point chicken for me. I'll track it, I'll make it in the recipe builder just to see for your convenience, and then I just mix it together. I'm gonna pour this over my chicken. I have 4 frozen chicken breasts. Because it has to cook longer, I like to use frozen so it doesn't dry out. Have my frozen chicken in I use my Instant Pot as a slow cooker because my slow cooker died. I'm gonna use about a 1/4 cup of the peppers. Use more or less depending on how much you like these peppers. And when I do the roast, I was always doing the whole, but I really like these slices because then you don't have to cut it up yourself. As you shred the chicken, the peppers just really blend in, and I like it. Okay, that might have been like a 1/3 of a cup. And then I'm gonna add my little juice. It's got the juice. And I'm gonna make sure to scrape out all that goodness. No flavor left behind here, folks. I don't add any salt or anything at this point because those seasoning packets do have salt. Once I shred it, I'll taste it, and if I need to add salt, that's when I'll add salt. Because I'm using my Instant Pot, I'm gonna leave it to venting because I'm using it as a slow cooker. Slow cook, and I'm gonna cook it, I'm gonna say for 9 hours. Actually, let's cook it for 8.5, and then it will just stay warm while I'm at work. And I want this on less, so the low. Just added the recipe to my recipe builder, and apparently it's a 1-point chicken. All right. I've been taking advantage of the system this entire time, and I've been counting it for 0 points, but here we are. The truth comes out. With that, I'm going to be serving just peas that I'm gonna steam in the microwave because they're frozen. And I bought the instant potatoes, not the instant potatoes, like the already cooked tub of potatoes. You'll see that tonight. So it'll still be a really low point dinner. My time is quickly fading away. I've been editing this video And now I have about 15 minutes to eat, drink my last cup of coffee before I need to go get ready for work. I feel like I'm missing something, but oh yeah, I gotta put my lunch back together, but I do that after I get ready. All right. Here's a super quick tutorial on how to build a recipe in your app. We're gonna go to that top menu and click on it, and then we're gonna go down to My Food and then toggle over to the recipe section. Here we're gonna hit Create. Now we are free to create our recipe. I'm gonna name this Mississippi Chicken. And then we're gonna do the serving size. This is gonna serve about 6. Now it's time to add our ingredients. And I'm gonna use the scanner bar. I think it's the easiest, quickest method. I really wasn't sure, since I couldn't switch it to ounces or grams, I really wasn't sure on how much to add. So I just guessed as best I could, about 40. And then I'm gonna use this preparation bar to add a more in-depth detail for future me, I don't forget. So this is where I'm gonna put 1/4 of the peppers plus 1/4 of the juice, because the juice is not in the recipe builder. And now we're gonna go on and add our brown gravy mix. And I actually added this wrong. There's 3 tablespoons, 9 teaspoons, but I put 9 tablespoons. So we're gonna edit this afterwards so you can see how to edit. Now we're going to do the ranch. And I know from the box that this packet of ranch has 28 grams in it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then now onto the chicken. I like to add it however I'm actually using it. So if it's at the end of the day and I was just weighing my cooked chicken, I'd make sure it said cooked. But because I'm putting raw chicken, I wanna make sure I add it to my recipe builder raw. This doesn't really make that much of a difference when it's a 0-point food, but it does when it's beef. Then we're gonna hit that create button and ta-da, you've created it, and you can track it if you'd like. Now we're gonna edit this. So you're gonna open up your recipe and you're gonna hit edit. And you can go into whatever ingredient you want and edit that ingredient. I'm gonna put it down to the 3 tablespoons like it was. It didn't change the points, but sometimes it does. You can also add more details and add instructions. I didn't do that today, so sorry. Ready to go, really need to get the heck out of here. I've been loving Makeup by Nikki LaRose on Instagram. I like her on YouTube too, but she has been doing this like 15 days of eyeshadow looks that are like really wearable eyeshadow looks that you wouldn't think of. I didn't realize what a rut I was in with my eyeshadow, so I've been really enjoying that. Just if you like makeup and like to watch those kind of videos, let's get our bag packed real fast. Refrigerator at work, so I'm not gonna put any ice cubes in it. I have my cantaloupe and grapes, my lunch, and my yogurt fluff. I take this and put it in the locker with my bag, and then I have to have a clear water bottle to take to have where I'm actually working, because it's across the store. It has to be clear. Just they don't want any pests or like rodents or anything attracted to flavored drinks or food or anything. So we're ready to go. Kidding. I took those yesterday, didn't eat them, brought them back. I'm gonna go ahead and take them again. Why not? Why the heck not? Just in case we're hungry. All right, gotta get to work. I am on lunch. It's about 3 o'clock. I think I'll be able to leave early today. I'm the only person left in the room, so it's my job to like finish prepping all the fruit that we need tomorrow and then cleaning up the room. So whenever I get all that done, I can leave. So hopefully it'll be early, because I don't really want to be here till 6:30. But first, lunch. You saw in my other clip, I was in the break room and it was very, very busy and crowded. So I just snuck a little footage. I ate my yogurt and all of my cantaloupe. The cantaloupe was so good. So now for my little pita pocket thingamajig, and we'll see how much time I have, if I have time to eat my grapes or if I'm hungry for my grapes. I grabbed all the stuff out of the break room and then came to my car just because I'm peopled out, man. I don't want to deal with people today. And I grabbed a diet. This is like the HEB version of a diet Dr. Pepper while I was in the break room. 25 cents, you know. I need the caffeine. So let's throw this together. I have you on my little thing I normally use like when I want to use my map and stuff in my car. And I was trying to get you higher at a different angle. And then I realized a little too late I was screwing the knob thing the wrong way. And now it's on the ground somewhere, so I get to find that later. All right, got my chicken, my croutons, my cheese, now my lettuce, and then the thing that makes it worth it all, the buffalo ranch. You can't see anything I'm doing. It was all for nothing. Now, a lot of times I just eat it like a salad. Like that. And it's good. But I wanted to do something a little different today. Behold the pita. Pretty excited about this, not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Ow. You ever not swallow or chew enough and then you swallow a bite that's too big and then it burns the whole way down? Get it together, Amber. All right, I'll see you later. Just finished also eating my grapes and now I gotta head back in and get back to work and hustle so we can get off early. I did not get off early. Worked my butt off. I'm so tired. Now we get to go home and cook chicken. Oh, yippee. These are the sides I have chosen to serve, and I will be cooking these in the microwave while I shred my chicken. Chicken is great and juicy and super tender. We're just gonna pull out each piece and shred it.
This is not for you, Joe. How long have you been shredding chicken?
Years.
Mama, that's fast. Abnormally fast.
Once I've cooked my peas, I'm just gonna add them to a container and then add about half a tablespoon of this. I can't believe it's not butter light. This will be 0 points because you can have a whole teaspoon for 0 points, and I'm not gonna have anywhere near that. I also like to add some salt, and this is how I like my peas. You do you, boo. Here is my whole dinner. This is an 8-point dinner. We got our delicious chicken, about 2/3 cup of mashed potatoes, and our peas. Ignore the paper plate. I'm tired and I don't want to do any more dishes. See, 8 points. About an hour and a half later, I was ready for dessert. So I had some decaf coffee with 2 tablespoons of my creamer, and then I wanted some Ready Whip. So I just put on how much I wanted and then weighed it out, which was 21 grams, which was 1 point. And then I had 2 cookies of these healthy oatmeal bites. So this is a 4-point dessert. All right, y'all, I am ready for bed. This day has been very long and I'm happy it is coming to an end. I ended my day with 24 points. I really thought I was gonna eat more. I did not have time to take my second break at work. I might have eaten those 3 points worth of the veggie straws had I had a chance to take my break. I think that just goes to show, like, I really thought I was gonna overeat my points today because whenever I have to go out to eat or something like that at lunch, I do. So just taking that time to meal prep kept me within range, but I had really filling, delicious food all day long. So that was a win. And I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all on Saturday. Bye, y'all.